Okay, fine. So let's start the class, guys. I am Naushad Sheikh. I will be your instructor for all these 30 days of Python programming. So before introducing myself, let me talk about Plural Labs. So Plural Labs is the place where all the IT professionals are training and giving live classes to students. Mostly, we are into Java, Python, and data science. We currently have a Java batch running, and this is a fresh Python batch that we are starting this month. So we generally provide live IT training for students who are very new to the programming, and also to the students who are trying to switch their careers, or who are trying to upgrade themselves in the existing programming career. So talking about myself, I have been in this programming environment from last 10 plus years. I have been a serial entrepreneur, started my own startups, built my own products, and also worked for European companies to launch their startup products, the enterprises from Switzerland and South America. I have been working with them to launch their products as well. So combining all that experience, we bought this Python course to you guys. So in today's class, what we will be doing is we will be discussing about the syllabus, the course structure, the course fees, the course timings, and if you guys have any queries related to the programming, you guys can use this 1 hour of time to raise your queries. So yeah, let's start with the syllabus, which is the major requirement for all of us. So how we will be continuing this class is, first I will be giving you the syllabus explanation, and then after discussing syllabus, I will take queries from you, and after taking queries, I will help you go through the Plural Labs platform. This is the platform that we provide access to all our registered students. So first 3 days, what we are doing is we are providing the demo classes. All these 3 demo classes will be conducted on the Zoom link that is shared with you. Once we are done with this demo class, and once students pay to the course, we provide them credentials to log into our platform, where we will be uploading all the recordings of our live classes. And in the platform itself, we will be conducting our live classes, and all the assignments, source code, material, everything will be available on the platform itself. So so for now, I will be discussing the syllabus with you. Once we discuss the syllabus, I will also take you and explore through the platform that we built for our students. So starting with, this will be a complete Python bootcamp, where we will be trying to cover almost every topic that Python touches. Example, Python, we have involvement of Python in web technologies. So there we will be training our students with Django framework. We also have Python in data analytics. There we will be training our students in NumPy and Pandas. So starting from very basics, very core fundamentals of Python, we will be taking all our students to the advanced concepts, where they will be comfort in developing websites using Django, and also dealing with data using NumPy and Pandas packages. So let's discuss about the syllabus. The entire syllabus, I have divided this entire syllabus into 7 parts and around 14 sections. I will be discussing about every section now. Starting with the section 1, Python basics. In this section, we'll lay the foundation for everything you will learn in Python. Even if you are very new to writing the code, by the end of this part, you will understand how programming really works, how Python thinks, and how to write simple programs on your own using Python. So by the end of this section, you will be very familiar with writing the basic codes of Python. We will begin this section by understanding what programming is, and why Python has become the world's most popular language used by developers everywhere, data scientists, AI engineers, why this is so powerful. We'll be discussing that as well. And then we'll be moving on, and I will be moving on and help you install Python and the source code editor into your Mac or Windows systems. So the editor which we will be using here in this course will be the VS Code. So it's a very friendly tool. I hope I'm very sure most of you who are very new to the programming will love using this tool, and it is also very basic to install this editor as well. So yeah, and then once you are comfortable installing these editors and understanding why Python really matters, we will be talking about how Python stores information using variables and data types, how to make your programs interactive with user input. You'll also discover how to keep your code clean with comments and proper formatting. All these are very basic for any programming language. And for the new programmers who are just listening to the programming concepts right now, I recommend you, if you hear any new keywords, if you hear any new jargons, don't be scared of it. These are just, I'm just trying to help you understand what the syllabus is all about. So don't be scared of it. Once we start the real classes, we'll be starting from very basic, so that even the new programmers will be understanding all the keywords that we will be using in Python. And yeah, there we will be covering in section 1, we will be covering variables, data types, how to make programs interactive with user input. We'll also discover how to keep the code clean with comments and proper formatting. We'll explore operators for calculations and comparisons, and dive into strings as well. So all this will be covered in this section 1 itself. And by the end of this section, you will be able to write clear, interactive Python programs and understand the flow that goes inside a Python program. You'll also be able to write small scripts that form the foundation of data science, web development, and even automation as well. So that's how powerful this section 1 is. So I recommend every student to be present when we cover all the topics of this section 1. And then when we move to section 2, in this section, we will move beyond writing simple straight line programs and learn how to make our code think and decide. So just like humans do, the if-else statements, control flows, and loops are what give Python its intelligence. It helps the code to think for itself and take the decision. They allow your program to make choices, repeat actions, and respond differently based on real-time conditions. For example, let's say we'll be starting with if-else condition, and which will help our program take decisions. For example, checking if a user is old enough to register on our platform or not. For let's say Instagram allows only users whose age is greater than 13. So if else condition is used in parts of these situations. If user age is greater than 13, grant him access, let him register. If not, will not let him register to the platform. So that's where the if-else statements will come into action. And we'll also be using if-else statements in password authentication and if password is correct or not. In all these scenarios, we'll be using these statements. So that's how we'll be making this Python script from here to think for itself based on the logic which we develop using these statements and statements. Yeah. And match case statement, this is something new to the Python. to make the code cleaner, we'll be using match case statements as well. So this will be much clearly explained once we start this section. And then next we'll be exploring loops using for and while to repeat tasks automatically and learn how break, continue, and pass help control their flow statements. So by the end of this section, you will be able to write programs that make intelligent decisions, repeat tasks automatically, and handle real-world logic, whether it's validating user input, sending repeated notifications, or analyzing thousands of data using the loops. And then in the section 3, we'll be talking about the functions and modules. So this section is all about writing smarter and reusable code so that we can use the same code n number of times. So instead of repeating the same instruction again and again, we'll learn how to group related logic into functions, small, well-defined blocks that make our program cleaner and easier to manage. So we'll begin by defining how to define the function and how to divide the big problems into smaller manageable parts. And we'll also learn how to make functions flexible by using arguments and return values. And then talking about section 4. So data structures is one of the most essential concepts in programming. So these are the tools that let Python store, organize, and manage information effectively. For example, let's say if you are using Amazon, and if you are adding items to your Amazon cart. So when you add like 5 items to this cart will be storing all the names, prices, and quantities of all those 5 items which you added to this cart. The program that is being operated to run this cart system, that is with the help of these data structures, especially using list and list methods. So that's where these data structures come into action. So every software system, every application, from a simple calculator to a social media platform and e-commerce sites, depend on these data structures to handle and process data very smoothly. For example, just like this shopping cart which I gave you, and then talking. So that's where that's what we'll be discussing in data structures. Especially in Python, we have like lists, tuples, sets, and dictionaries. So all these 4 data structures will be clearly discussed in at least 3 to 4 classes. And then we'll be moving on to section 5, where we'll be handling the exceptions, that errors that we as programmers do. In this section, we'll learn how to make our program handle mistakes. And instead of crashing. So there might be some mistakes when we write a code. So based on those mistakes, there are chances that our code might crash. So instead of crashing, we'll try to handle that using exceptions and using exceptions. So you'll understand what error in this section. You will understand what errors and exceptions are, why they happen, and how to manage them using Python's try, except, else, and finally blocks. So that's all will be discussed in this exception handling in Python. And then when we move on to section 6, so this will be the major part of the syllabus. In section 6, the OOPS concept, people who are coming from Java, they will be very much familiar with these OOPS concepts. So in this section, we'll learn how to write Python programs using the principles of object-oriented programming, you will understand how to structure code around real-world objects, making it more organized, reusable, and easier to manage. So we'll also be discussing inheritance in Python and polymorphism in Python in very detail. So these concepts are very important for us to get into the web development part. So all these three sections, we'll be spending at least 1 week of time in understanding and developing projects using these three sections, so that you will get a clear understand and move on to develop advanced Python concepts like web development. And in part 3, we'll also have, in this section, we'll learn how Python connects with the real world outside your program. So we'll be discussing about files, how to edit text files that lay in your computer, that lay in your system. We'll also try to work with operating systems, OS, and we'll also work on shuttle modules. So we'll also get in more details about adding file operations and directory management. We'll also use another module called argpairs, argument parsing. And we'll also try to understand multi-threading in Python, regular expressions. All these are different kind of modules that can be used in Python. So this will be a complete different section after discussing OOPs. So this will be an interesting section where we'll be discussing about different modules that we can make use of to develop different kind of programming environments. For example, if you want to deal with dates, times, and calendars, let's say if you follow the Instagram and Twitter, whenever you post, there will be the section that talks about when the post was posted. So to deal with all those logics, we'll be using date, time, and calendar modules, and math modules to perform mathematical operations. And to deal with files, we'll be dealing with file operations. And also multi-threading in Python. This is a very interesting concept in Java as well. So that will be also discussed in here using threading module. So these are 9 sections that we will be covering. And then comes the real part where databases and SQL will be discussed. So databases, in this section, we'll learn how Python works with databases, the place where applications store information. You will first understand what databases are, how they are used in websites and applications, and then learn the basics of SQL, and then the language used to talk to databases. So we'll be using SQLite here in this course. You'll also practice, during this, we'll also be practicing creating tables, adding data searching with queries, and combining results using joins and filters. So once you are comfortable with SQL, we'll move on to databases using database programming with Python. So you will learn how to connect Python to a data. In this section, you will be learning how to connect Python to a database, create tables, and insert or update information, and also fetch results directly from your code. So all these are common use cases that we use when we use databases with any programming language. So by the end of this part, you will build, so one project that we'll be doing is, by the end of this section, you will build a small bank database system project using SQLite, and a real world example that shows how data is stored, retrieved, and managed inside modern applications. So till here, if you have any queries, you can shoot in the chat section. And once, if no queries, then I will be getting into the web development part, where we'll be using Django framework, and then data analysis, where we'll be using NumPys and Pandas. Any queries till date? See, the duration of the course is 30 days, and Monday to Friday, 8:38 p.m. EST to 9 p.m. EST. So all these details will be given once I explain you the syllabus. For now, let's stick to any questions regarding the syllabus. See, is VS Code better than PyCharm? See, both have their.
Hey, are you going to show the deployment of the application in like real, I mean, like enterprise level something?
Yeah, when we talk about Django here, web development, we'll also be talking about the deployment of the web projects which we developed on using Amazon Web Services as well. Yeah. And is VS Code better than PyCharm? See, both have their pros. And why we are using VS Code is it's lightweight on our systems. And since we have people who are very new to Python, VS Code is what I opted for. But in the end, both give the same results. So, yeah. So the basic version that we'll be using in this uh, any Python that is above Python 3.0 will work with our course for next 30 days. Yeah, there will be real-time projects. When we talk about databases, when we get into the Django project, Django framework, web development part, there will be some real-time projects that we will be developing to understand all the Python concepts. And also, from till the part 4, till this section 11, I'll not just be explaining you all the concepts. We'll also be trying to work on some small mini projects for every section that we complete. And also there will be assignments that I will be providing to you for every section. And all these assignments will also be coming up with the solutions part as well. So this will be a complete interactive course. It's not just about me teaching in the live class and then leaving. I'll be connected with you even after the 1 hour of class through our WhatsApp group. And I'll also be sharing the emails that where you are supposed to share your assignments and queries. So this will be a 24/7 interaction between me and you guys.
Hi. So are you covering REST APIs
Yes, yes.
using Python?
Yeah, that part will be discussed in this Django part.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there are no queries left till the section 11. So discussing about, now let's move forward and discuss about the part 5, web development with Django. Yeah. How long are we spending on basics and how much on web development and Python? That's a very good question by Manu. See, my intention is to help you get into action with Python as soon as possible. That's why I call it as Python Bootcamp for within 30 days. So to make that possible, I will be covering Python basics and fundamentals in a very short time. That will be around within 1 week to 2 weeks of time. And when I say I want to be rushed with Python fundamentals, that doesn't mean that I will be skipping the topics or I will be skipping the important sections that we need for further development. No, we'll be discussing every single fundamental of Python, and still we will be covering those topics in within 15 days. So all the section which I discussed here, let me give you the time frame which I have in my mind. The core Python fundamentals, all the 5 sections, we will try to cover it within first 10 days of our course, and then the object oriented programming the next 7 to 8 days. And then we will be we'll be starting with advanced Python modules. This will be covered in 1 day, 1 to 2 days. The main intention here is to help you understand that packages exist in Python, what are these packages, and how to make use of these packages in different elements of our programming career. So we'll indirectly using all these packages when we get into developing a real-time project using Django. This section 9, advanced Python modules, these modules will be hardly discussing them in 1 or 2 days, and then we'll be shifting to databases and SQL. And databases and SQL will be combined, will be discussed in a very like within 3 to 4 days. We will be covering these databases and SQL, so that we can get into web development and also try learning SQL in this section as well. So this section is related with the database programming. So I will be giving you introduction to these sections here in the part 4, and then once you guys are familiar with those topics, I will immediately move into the web development with Django, so that the learning continues even in this part. This is not the end of SQL. So here for the web development with Django, I'm expecting at least to spend at around 5 to 7 days, so that so that we will be familiar with all the topics that are required to build a real-time project. So talking about, let's discuss about this part 5, Django framework. So the one of the major applications that we can develop using Python is websites, web projects. So Python is almost used in every kind of software that we think of. If we can develop desktop applications using Python, we can develop games using Python, we can develop AI models using Python, and Python is also used very popular for web development as well. And in this section, we usually have 2 frameworks that we mostly hear. One is Django and one is Flask. During interviews, what I observed is most of the companies are dependent on Django. Flask is also preferred. This is very beginner friendly. I initially thought of starting the course with the Flask, but I started getting requests from you students that including Django will be helpful from a job perspective, and even I felt that reasonable. So Django might be bit complicated than Flask, but it is better to go with Django and try to understand this concept the harder way. There is no need to worry. I'll try to make things easier for you. I preferred Flask because it was very beginner friendly, but let's move with Django and remove the Flask from the list. Here, one thing you have to understand is, even if you learn Django or even if you get into Flask, you can always shift and try to understand other frameworks as well. It's easy to understand Flask if you understand Django, and it is easy to understand Django if you understand Flask. So that's what I'm trying to say here. So in this Django section, we'll step into the world of the web development with Django. So one of the most powerful, this Django is considered as one of the most powerful and popular Python frameworks. So used by many popular companies like Instagram, Pinterest. So they use Django to develop their web softwares, web applications. So in this section, you will learn how to build full-featured data-driven web applications, from setting up a project to deploying it online. So we'll try to understand Django framework. We'll also understand how to develop static websites using this framework. And then we'll also be building some bigger projects, bigger websites, the dynamic websites using the Django framework. So in this section, one requirement that we want from students is they need to understand the basics of CSS and HTML. So if you aren't aware of it, no problem. I'll be taking a crash course on HTML and CSS. We'll be spending 1 day to understand these concepts quickly. And if most of our students are aware of HTML and CSS, then we can plan a weekend for those students who are not aware of these HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, basics of JavaScript, just basic knowledge is required to understand this Django framework and understand and deploy the Django framework. And here we'll also, in this Django section, we'll try to learn how to handle the URLs, how to handle the templates that connect to web pages with real data, and also manage databases using Django ORM. Where is it? Yeah, using ORM. So we'll create and manage databases using Django's ORM handle. And also we also try to handle forms and user inputs and explore relationships between data models. Along this, we'll also work with files, images, authentication, sessions, and file uploads, whatnot. So everything that you see in a web project, we'll try to cover here in this Django framework. Yeah. Before moving on to data analysis, is there any query regarding the Django framework here? The SQL we'll be using is SQL Lite, that is very beginner friendly and also accepted by most of the companies. And the framework we'll be using is Django. There will be REST APIs, there will be forms. We'll be also trying to understand connecting web applications with databases. So everything that you expect in the backend of a web development, we'll be covering here in this part. Yeah, what about Flask and Fast API? Yeah, we thought of discussing Django, and if I'm open to this concept. If there is more inclined towards Flask, I'm okay to spend few more hours, few more days to help you understand Flask along with Django. I have no problem in discussing both the frameworks. But since we have only 30 days of time frame, I'm trying to fix only one framework, which is most popularly used by most of the companies. So Django is the option. But if you still want Flask, if students are more inclined to Flask, yes, we can take some time out of this course to discuss Flask and add it to the bootcamp. So that might take few more days additional than the 30 days of plan which we expected. No, the course will be starting by Arjun will be starting the course trying to understand fundamentals, and then we'll be getting into developing real world applications right from when we discuss about data structures in Python. Right from here, we'll slowly and steadily try to develop real world applications as well. I hope that answers your question. So INC, I didn't understood what you want to say. Can we call this course Python, or is that next step after this course? The question is not clear. If you can convey the question, the query in clear words, it would be helpful for me to answer. Then if I understand, Bhavna says, if I understand correctly, the training are divided into two areas, Python with Django for web development and Python for data analytics. I'm more interested in the data analytics and automation side for job purpose. Can the training be separated based on these areas? Yes, I'm coming there. Yeah, Chandu, the first 3 days are demo classes. So today we'll be mostly discussing about the syllabus, and from tomorrow onwards we'll be starting from the section 1. I don't want to waste much of the time discussing more about the syllabus. I'm dedicating only one day, that is today, for discussing about syllabus. From tomorrow onwards, we'll be jumping into discussing section 1. I'm not an IT professional looking to transition my career into the IT field. How much time should I dedicate to hands-on lab practice each day? See, Arjun, it depends on your dedication. What I can do from my end is be regular with the topics and try to provide you with as many assignments as possible. There will be assignment every single day. And if you try to complete those assignments regularly and submit those solutions to me, you will be familiar with almost all the Python concepts, and you will be very good at Python concepts that we by the end of this 30 days. And would the Python course help moving on to AI coding? Yes. One second. So let me discuss about the data analysis and visualization concepts as well. So this will be our section 13. So in this section, we'll explore how Python is used to analyze, clean, and visualize data, the core skill every data analyst and data scientist need. So this is the beginning of data science as well. If that answers your question, would this Python course help moving on to AI coding? Question posted by Hari. So this is the beginning of your data science, and this covers your data analytics as well. So here, Python is used to analyze, clean, and visualize data. The core skills, these are the core skills every data analyst, and data scientist need. So all those core skills will be covered in this section. We'll be dedicating around 1 week for discussing these sections. Yeah, and then we'll also learn NumPy for fast mathematical operations using arrays, and we'll also be using pandas to handle and analyze structured data like spreadsheets or database tables. So, and we'll also, after familiarizing with NumPy and pandas, we'll also learn to visualize the data using matplotlib. Data visualization. So in this data visualization part, we'll be creating charts and graphs that helps us to find patterns and insights within the data at a glance. So you'll also work with real data sets, and will also clean and transform them, merge data from multiple sources, and also perform time-based analysis to track changes over time. So by the end of this section 13, we'll complete 2 practical projects. One project is related to retailer acquisition analysis, and the other project will be a time series analytical report. For now, these are the projects that I was planning, but once we progress, if I can bring on more complicated projects or more projects that might be more beneficial to you, I will be trying to add those projects in this section. So yeah, obviously we'll be working on real world projects in this section 13, and section 13 and section 12 and section 13. In both these, we'll be working on real world projects. Here in section 12, we'll be developing a blogging website from scratch, from login registration to posting blogs, deleting blogs, and also following the favorite bloggers. So all that concepts we'll be discussing here in Django framework. And here in data analysis part, as said, the real-time projects using NumPy, pandas, and data visualization will be performed. So these are main 13 sections that we will be discussing. And we also have one section, the 14th section. So here we'll be discussing about web scraping and browser automation using Selenium. So obviously, people who are aware of Python, web scraping is a part-time hobby to them. So we can, so using in this section, we'll explore some exciting like real-world topics, real-world use cases of Python beyond regular programming. We'll learn web scraping, how to extract data automatically from websites using tools like Beautiful Soup and Request. So then we'll also dive into browser automation with Selenium, where Python can control a web browser to perform tasks like filling out forms, clicking buttons, or testing web applications. All that can be covered in browser automation using Selenium. So by the end of this section, you'll also see how Python can interact with the web just like humans do. So collecting data, automating repetitive online work, and also saving hours of manual efforts. All that can be done using these tools. But here, one thing which is concerned, which I'm concerned is this topic might be an add-on to the course that we are going to take for next 30 days. This might take few more additional days than what we are expecting. 30 days is what I want our students to cover till data analysis. Within 30 days, if we successfully complete all this, then we'll be discussing about, I'm ready in spending a few more days in discussing about these topics, because these topics, some students might find it interesting and some students might find important for their career and job opportunities. So I don't want to leave these topics aside. So even these web scraping and browser automation, will spend a few more days to cover these topics. That will be beyond 30 days. Within 30 days, till data analysis, we'll be covering all the topics, starting from the fundamentals. So if you have any queries regarding the syllabus, you can post. If the syllabus part is clear, I will show you the platform that we will be providing to you once you register with the course. No queries? Yeah. To start with, yeah.
Hi, I have a query. So we are going across multiple modules of web development and data science
Yes.
and other frameworks, right?
Yes.
So my query is that do we have project based learning or micro project based learning for every module,
Yeah.
or
See,
we will be just
understood.
looking into examples?
No. We'll get into micro projects and real-time project modules. That's where the real learning part is. So here in web development and data analysis part, we'll be working on real-world projects. And wherever a new module comes, what we'll be doing is, for example, let's say here in here discussing about files and OS and other when we discuss these modules, here what we'll be doing is we'll be developing some mini projects to understand these modules better. Our real major project comes when we start discussing about Django framework. We'll be having one complete real-time project, as said, the blogging website, where we'll be including everything that we learned till now, from starting from the fundamentals till the Django framework. All concepts will be covered in this one real-time project. And similarly with data analysis, this is not anywhere related to the web development. These both are completely different domains, and I'm including them because I want students to be aware of both of these domains, so that they can prefer their choice and select their career opportunity. So data analysis is completely different from web development part. And here, even in data analysis, as you said, we'll be working on 2 real-time projects if time permits, and these will be major projects as well. Before this, all other concepts will be trying to develop small mini projects that will help us understand these modules in detail. I hope that answers your question.
Uh, yeah, absolutely. And so regarding data science, yes, absolutely, that answers my question. And how much part of SQL would we dive into? And what if we do not know basics of SQL? Will that
See,
be
as
covered?
said, I will assume that you guys know nothing. Though I have
Yeah.
50% of my students who are joining it, though they are in touch with programming, though they have the basic understanding of fundamentals of Python, my job is to assume that you guys are very beginner to the programming, and I want you to take you to the advanced concepts. So every concept that I touch, I will try to explain it from scratch. So even in SQL, the same thing happens. I will try to take the session explaining you what SQL is really about, what database is really about. Starting from there, we'll be starting this section. So I'll not directly jump into advanced concepts thinking that you guys know this before this before this session. So yeah, basics will be covered.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll be using SQLite and Django framework to develop the project that we discussed. So now let me so since we are running out of time, let me also show you the platform that we will be providing to you. So before discussing about the platform, some additional information is this classes every day will be conducted from 8 p.m. EST to 9 p.m. EST, Monday to Friday. And so these are the timings. There will be no break by me. If you guys are okay, I'm even fine in taking classes on weekend as well, but that doesn't suits most of our students. So I'm making myself conservative to chop Saturdays off, or else I'm happy to teach on Saturdays as well. But obviously Monday to Saturday, 8 p.m. EST to 9 p.m. EST is what our class timing will be. And then the course fees, which most of our students should be aware of by now, is a minimal fee of US dollar 50. And how to pay this fee, we'll be sharing you our bank details. You can use all the Indian payment systems, or you can also wire transfer us from wherever you are. So we'll be sharing our bank details with you. And also, uh, uh, regarding the price, we are clear, and regarding the timing, we are clear. And before moving on in helping you understand our platform, giving a demonstration of our platform, I request you all to join this WhatsApp community of ours, so that 1 second. I should have asked you guys by now to join this WhatsApp community. Please join this WhatsApp community. This is where all our interactions from now will be happening. So the recording of this session and the sessions of next 3 demo classes will be posted in this WhatsApp community. And also the Zoom URLs will be posted in this WhatsApp community. And all other course related details will be posted in this WhatsApp community. So I want you guys to take like 15 seconds of your time, go to this community link that is posted in the chat section and join the community, so that it will be easy for us to communicate with us. Right now, what we are doing is we are communicating with every individual one-on-one. That is going to take time. So from today onwards, we'll be communicating all the demo class related information in this community section. So even the recording of this section will be posted here. So I request you to join that community. The link is posted in the chat section. Can you guys see it? Yeah, guys, just take 15 seconds of your time and join the community so that I can help you understand how our platform looks like, what we'll be sharing on the platform. Are we done? Can you leave a message in chat section once you join the community? Just leave a message in chat section saying joined so that I can track you guys. You guys joining this community is very important for us so that there will be one-way communication. Fine. And regarding the platform, let's discuss how the platform looks like. So here is the deal. Once you complete these 3 demo classes, and once you register with us by paying $50, you will be added to our dedicated WhatsApp group. So this dedicated WhatsApp group will be only for our registered students. So for next 30 days, this will be our major channel to communicate with you. This is how this is one of the WhatsApp groups for our Java batch, which is currently going on. So all our students are actively involved in this group to solve their queries, to interact with admins, or to interact with instructors, to interact with other students. We'll be creating a group for our registered students. All the communication for next 30 days will be happening in that WhatsApp group after you register with us. So once that is done, you will be given login credentials to access our platform. So in this platform, so this is how the platform looks like. I hope my screen is visible. Yes.
Yes, it is.
So this is how the platform looks like. So I'm showing you batch 3 students dashboard. So here we'll be providing all the class recordings, materials, and assignments as they happen. So here in batch 3, there are around 100 sessions that were more than 100 sessions that were conducted for our Java batch. So all the recordings of all these 106 classes are available here in the platform. So this platform, if you look at it, this is a self-explanatory. The class recording, when you click on view, the class recording of that particular live class will be available on the platform. I will try to upload these recordings within 2 to 3 hours after our class is terminated. So within 3 hours of time, you will be having the recording of the class available on the platform. So you can access the recordings by clicking here view button, and then you can also access the materials. As said, every class I will also be constructing a informative material to you explaining that class in text format. So you can download that material and go through that material. One second, I'll show you an example of the material. So you can put this material in handy to just go through all the concepts at a time if you want to. Instead of going through the videos, these materials will be helpful to you. So we'll also be providing material along with the class recording, and along with that, I will also be uploading assignments here in the platform itself, and I expect students to go through those assignments and complete those assignments and email those assignments to me. So once you guys register with us, we will be sharing you the instructor email and the email to send your assignments. So using those 2 emails, we will be connected, and you can also raise your queries using those emails, and get answers from me within 24 hours of time. And also you can also communicate with me on WhatsApp. I'm open to that. So I mostly expect text messages from you. Yeah. So that's how connected we are. I will be providing class recording. We'll be providing material for that class, and we'll also be providing assignment. Apart from this, we'll also be uploading source code. That column is not provided here, but from this batch, I'm planning to provide the source code that we developed during the class. I'm planning to provide that source code to our students. So source code will also be available on the platform. So all these 4 sections, the videos, the materials, the assignments, and the source code that is discussed in that particular class will be uploaded to the platform. And these recordings will be available to you for your lifetime. So there is no time limit for this platform. We'll be providing you login credentials, and you can use those login credentials at any time, any date, and access these uh, content throughout the lifetime. And once you register with the course, we'll also expect you to join our classes by clicking on this live class button. This the current class that we are conducting, it's through the Zoom link. This will be only for next 3 days, but from the 4th day, once we start our classes for registered students, we expect our students to join the classes using our portal. So there will be no Zoom link provided then. A student is supposed to log into our platform and click on live class and click on join meeting to join the class every day at 8 p.m. EST. And we'll also be providing syllabus on the platform itself. So that's how the platform look like. So if you have any queries now, you can shoot in the chat section, and I will be happy to answer. Any queries, guys? Queries regarding syllabus, regarding platform, regarding the course structure, regarding the fee? Yeah. And also, if you have any queries, you can, I'm sharing my WhatsApp number with you guys. So you can post to me on WhatsApp. Make sure you guys text me. I prefer text messages rather than phone calls. So here is my WhatsApp number. Feel free to raise your queries. Yeah, I'll also be sharing syllabus as a document for today. Yes, I'll be sharing the syllabus, and one of our buddy is asking about the portfolios and companies that I worked for. So what I'll be doing is, yeah. I'll be sharing my LinkedIn profile with you guys so that it will be clear. So I have been in this industry from last 10 plus years. We built a couple of projects. We have built and launched a couple of startups in Singapore, Chile, Switzerland, and currently I'm running a startup called Alshazar Technologies Private Limited. So this Alshazar Technologies Private Limited, what we are doing is we are trying to do ethical investing, automate trading, trying to build bots for trading. So this kind of stuff we are trying to do in this Alshazar Technologies, and also I'm managing the Plural Labs courses, and I also worked for a company, a startup called Dual Academy that provides enterprise level training for employees. I worked with them to launch their learning management software. So yeah, that's a bit about myself.
Hi, I have a question regarding particularly syllabus.
Yes.
So, I was wondering if there is any possibility that you can add any Gen AI concepts and agenting coding as an add-on. That's okay if it extends the timeline, but uh, because that's where the industry is
Yes.
heading towards. So, just
Yeah.
curious.
See, the problem is Python is a very vast subject. Like we have like different modules, packages involved that perform different tasks. So what we did is try to bring most important packages and modules into one course and try to build this 30 days bootcamp. And now I understand Gen AI and machine learning concepts are very important for the upcoming job market. So what we are doing is once we successfully run this 30 days of Python bootcamp, and once we have enough interest from students, we are planning to launch another course where we will be discussing the pure data science and machine learning concepts. And there we'll be covering Gen AI. Because bringing Gen AI, machine learning concepts, and all into one course, this will again take like 2 to 3 months, and most of our students might lose interest in joining with us. So that's the reason we are dividing this into two parts. The first part, till now, what you have seen, it will take you from fundamentals to web development and data analysis. And then the second part, the course, if enough interest, then we'll be launching another course which discusses about Gen AI and machine learning concepts. Any queries, guys? So even tomorrow, the session continues. Tomorrow we'll be starting the first section of our syllabus. So I hope every one of you is in the community that I shared. Please make sure you are in the community. And if you have any queries, this is the community link. And if you have any queries, you can reach me out to my Indian WhatsApp number. So even tomorrow's class will be conducted on the same Zoom link. So save it. And I will try to upload this recording in next 3 to 4 hours. Also, the syllabus will be shared in the community. So if you have no queries, you guys can exit the video session. My name is Naushad, by the way, Ashim. I'm Naushad. Yes, Ramya, I will be sharing the syllabus as document in the community. My pleasure, Shekhar. Thanks for pairing with me. I hope this added some value to your time. I hope everything is clear. So thanks for your time, guys. Bye-bye.